Hello there, welcome back to my channel Fit the Lit, where we fit literature to its rightful standard. Okay, let us try to discuss the poetic devices that we have. So first of all, imagery. So yes, imagery has been used, and more specifically visual imagery, wherein vivid sensory images are used by the poet to paint the contrast between the city and the rural life. So yes, we can almost visualize the roadside stand near the edge of the road. So that is something that we label as imagery, visual imagery, right? Then the second poetic device that we have is symbolism. Several objects are symbolic in the sense that roadside stand represents the struggle of rural life and the attempt to earn a living. And the flower of city symbolizes the wealthy and privileged city dwellers who are the best and yet indifferent. So again, these words are symbolic कि रोड साइड स्टैंड जो है वो ओवरऑल स्ट्रगल दिखा रहा है किसकी, द फार्मर कम्युनिटी की और द रोड साइड स्टैंड ओनर्स की. देन द फ्लावर ऑफ सिटीज बेसिकली इम्प्लाइज द और इज सिम्बॉलिक ऑफ और इज रिप्रेजेंटेटिव ऑफ द सिटी ड्वेलर्स, जो सिटी ड्वेलर्स रह रहे हैं एंड येट दे आर पासिंग बाय द रोड साइड स्टैंड एंड दे आर इनडिफरेंट, कि वो लोग नहीं सोच रहे हैं रोड साइड स्टैंड ओनर के बारे में बिल्कुल भी, राइट. Then of course the next set of poetic devices we have contrast. Of course in the first line itself we have the contrast, the poetic device of contrast being used, wherein the little new shed is contrasted with the old house, right? I had explained it in detail कि the house is described as old whereas the shed is described to be new. Again reinforces the fact that the roadside stand owner has invested a lot in this small business, right? Then contrast is a major poetic device in this poem between the rural poverty and urban wealth. Of course we see that the city people are moving in luxurious cars, right? The polished traffic, जो हमारा term था polished, right? Then the rural poverty is there. So yes, of course, between hope and hopelessness, the childish longing hope and I cannot bear it hopelessness, between natural simplicity of rural life and artificial luxury of cities. So the flower of cities, okay, and the natural simplicity of rural life, बहुत सारे ancient way of sleeping, so that all these terms represent a contrast between the rural and the urban life. Then we have personification. Remember that there was this line wherein the poet was saying that the roadside stand pathetically pled. So the roadside stand is pleading or requesting. तो ये क्या है? ये personification ही है when the non-living things are given human attributes. In this poetic device, human nature or human characteristics are attributed to something non-human or abstract ideas. So a roadside stand that too pathetically pled. This is the line. So request is something that only human beings can make, but यहाँ पे कौन request कर रहा है? The roadside stand, which is impossible. So this is again personification. Let us move forward. Transferred epithet is one of the major poetic devices and somewhat new to you, right? So I have given a brief description of transferred epithet here. You can take a screenshot of the slide for your reference, but let me explain very briefly ki what is transferred epithet. Although I will be releasing my new series on poetic devices very soon, but let me just explain what is transferred epithet. So epithet basically implies adjective. Adjective and transferred meaning that transferred ये लगा लीजिए आप inappropriate. For example, अगर मैं बोलूँ कि nights कैसे हो सकती हैं? Nights. So nights can be it was a dark night, तब हो सकता है, right? It was a lengthy night, ठीक है, हो सकता है क्योंकि होती है एक्चुअल में है ना, लेंदी नाइट हमारी विंटर सॉल्स्टिस में होती है, सो वो हो सकता है। बट अगर मैं बोलूँ स्लीपलेस नाइट, व्हाट इज दिस? कैन अ नाइट बी स्लीपलेस? नहीं हो सकती। तो मैंने क्या किया कि द पर्सन हु इज नॉट एबल टू स्लीप, उसका एडजेक्टिव उठा के मैंने नाइट को दे दिया। सो इनअप्रोप्रिएट एडजेक्टिव आई हैव यूज्ड विद समथिंग, सो दिस इज कॉल्ड ट्रांसफर्ड एपिथेट, राइट? Transferred epithet is little known but often used figure of speech in which a modifier, usually an adjective, qualifies a noun other than the person or thing it actually is describing. In other words, epithet is transferred from a noun is meant to describe to another noun in the sentence. तो यहाँ पे sleepless तो मैं वो person को बोल रही हूँ ना, the person who was not able to sleep, बट मैंने वो किसके साथ लगा दिया? नाइट के साथ। तो एक तरीके से मैंने ये पर्सन का जो एडजेक्टिव था उसको ट्रांसफर कर दिया नाइट पे। सो दिस इज द पोएटिक डिवाइस ऑफ ट्रांसफर्ड एपिथेट। नाउ ट्रांसफर्ड एपिथेट इज यूज्ड ट्वाइस हियर, राइट? इज यूज्ड ट्वाइस इन द पोएम एंड दीज टू एग्जांपल्स आर गिवन हियर. The polished traffic and selfish cars. So here polished and selfish actually is used for the city dwellers. जो city में रहने वाले लोग हैं, for the city people, these two adjectives should be used. But वो किसके साथ use कर दिए गए हैं? Cars के साथ and traffic के साथ, right? So this is transferred epithet. Then finally we come to the last poetic device, and that is alliteration. Alliteration is the occurrence of the same consonant at the beginning of words, right? So we have greedy, good doers, right? Greedy, good doers. Then beneficent beasts of prey and pathetically played. So here G, B and P sounds have been repeated respectively. So of course alliteration has been used. So this brings us to the end of the lesson. I hope you enjoyed studying a roadside stand with me. If you have any doubts or if you need any clarifications, please write your doubt in the comment box and I will get back to you as early as possible. If you liked the video, like it, share it with your friends so that they can also benefit out of it, and subscribe to my channel Fit the Lit, where we fit literature to its rightful standard and we always try to remain lit.